So the details of who you are requesting to, get his details. Anataka nini, anataka kufanya nini, na anaelekea wapi. And then number 4, is it doable? So whatever you, number 3, I repeat number 3. Number 3, you, okay, not the eligibility, not, nataka kuifupisha ndo isi confuse watu. You note the eligibility requirement. Eligibility, okay. I lost you. Where? Lucy, where? You note the eligibility requirement and details of the funder requesting of the fund. So the funder, huyo mtu mwenye unaandikia, you get the details of the funder request when you are writing. Number 4, is it doable? Is the project doable? Okay. Network yangu ama ya Nyawe Kalima?
Hata sijui, but mimi nakupata vizuri.
Haya.
Nakupata vizuri.
Number what? Number 5 if I'm not wrong, eh? Number 1, 2, 3, 5, eh? Does it have a focused goal? Your grant, does it have a focused goal? Number 6 and number 2 of step 3. Okay, sawa. Let me repeat, Lucy, for you. Step 2, number 3. You make note, or you note the eligibility requirement. Make note of the eligibility requirement and details of the funder. Okay, nimerudia, Lucy. Make special note of eligibility requirement and details of the funder. Is it okay? Number 5, nimesema 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it have a focused goal? Marceline Chep, does it have a focused goal? Number 5, nimerudia kwa sababu ya Marceline. Does it have a focused goal? Number 6, is it aligned with your organization mission? Is it aligned with your organization mission and goal? Is it aligned, that grant that you want to apply for? Is it aligned with the organization mission and goal? Because every organization, okay, sawa. So now, is it only my note? Aki sijui official Becky. I don't know. Good. Thank you so much, you bet. Under the eligibility, I always advise for one to create a checklist and tick if you meet the. Yes, by the you bet. It's true. So now, what number am I? Is it, so that is number 6, yeah? Is it aligned with your organization mission and goal, and also the funder's goals and mission? The grant or the grant application might feel sweet for you as an organization, but you also look and check the funder, the person who is going to fund you, their goals and mission, because hapo ndio hizo ndio vitu zenye huwa zina knock out people. That's how hizo ndo ma steps zenye huwa zinatolewaga kwa makosa zinatoleagwa kwa grant when you apply. The other thing, number 7, things needed to complete the application. The things, you should note the things that are needed to complete the application. Most of the organization wanasemaga lazima utume, kwanza like nowadays, if you are, wanasemaga you have to be 5 years in existence. So that goes also with your certificate of registration. So those are the things. Wengine wanakuambia 2 years, wengine wanakuambia 10 years, wengine ni 5 years, wengine ni open grant. Open grant inaga any other thing. Then wanakuambia we should also give us an audited account report, Because now if you have been in 5 years, what if you have a project but you don't know where to start? That's what I'm doing, ordinary guy. That's what we are doing now. We are taking steps on how to write how to write a good proposal for funding. So you have a project, but you don't know where to start. Is there an organization that guides you? This I'm doing for free. I'm doing it for free. But if someone needs to be guided, kindly you can link. You can talk to Nyawera, and then we can do also even a Zoom meeting, but it's at a cost. Because I don't want to market my my work here, and this is someone's platform. So I would want it to be as official as possible. Let Nyawera plan. You can get in touch with Nyawera, and then we'll be able to schedule that sitting with you, but it's at a cost. And see pesa mingi, by the way. See, at the end of the session, I'll be able to share the cost. So we're at number 7, things that need to complete. So those are the things that you need to consider. And then the last one in this second step, can you meet the deadline? If you can meet the deadline, because most of us, deadline, angaliaga deadline, most of the people, when you're going to apply for, this is very crucial. This is what I do even in my applications of grants and probably a project. When is the deadline? So you work from the deadline coming back, not the other way around, because most of the people who write, this is where wana mess. Wanaanza kuandika news, by the way, deadline ni kesho. So they start from the time of writing the proposal, wakiangalia their focus is the deadline. So that's how utakuwa na jump, utapata mapepa zingine haziko, other documents are not there, and that's how you fail. This is what I would say. And it works. Even write somewhere, andika in your office or your home somewhere. Just do a piece of paper and write, deadline for the proposal is this date. So it will always remind you from that date, you plan from that date coming back. And this is what I'll urge people. The last day is the worst day for you to send the proposal. The worst day, because everybody will be sending that day. So if you can finish your proposal as early as 4 days, itaingia mapema na itakuwa received, because the last day kunakuwa na backlog. Yeah, because everybody is sending, and utaona sometimes haijafika, and then itafika deadline wakati imefika, because most of them inakoga 12 at midnight, inakosa kuingia. So now let me go to step 3, that what is entailed in a good proposal. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are writing, please write. Hapa ndio kuna kizungumkuti, hapa ndio kila kitu. Nilikaka kwa paddle. These are the things that we check. So number 1, a good proposal, number 1, it's easy to understand. It is as simple as that. And that's what wanaangaliaga paragraph 1, 2, 3. Wanaona, we can't understand this, your proposal neko kando. It is as simple as that, by the way. Unakuwa hivyo simple. Can they understand your proposal? Stop using a lot of jargons. Stop using a lot of English. Just use a very simple English. Those people who use, because imagine you've said a statement and then I have to Google that, or I have to look that into a dictionary. This is a grant proposal. So I don't have that time to go and look for those jargons. Because a grant proposal, that it's not given to elite people. Inapatiago to people who have all the criteria, and they can do the project, or they can execute well the project or the program. Number 2, it's clear and conscious, conscience. It's hakuna kujirudia. It's clear to the point. It has to be very clear. 1, it's good to understand. It's clear to the point. Usipige story mingi. Usemeke last year, we did this and that and that. No. And atuseme, this is what will happen, and this is how it will go, and this is how itasaidia watu. Number 3, doable. it has to be doable. If tukiangalia, I'm taking an example. This is a story of, okay, let's say it's a grant application for probably women empowerment in leadership. Yeah. Then you come and say, you shall in that proposal you say we shall be able to fund each one of them 1 million, and the project ya 5 million, and you're targeting 100. And number two, it has to be clear. Number two, Muna Abdullahi, it has to be very clear to the point. Then number three, it's doable. So I was explaining, here is a grant to empower women. Then funding yake, let's say it's 5 million. You're targeting 200 women. Then you say in the project that you're going to give each woman 500,000 or 1 million. It's not doable. Yeah, it's not doable. Haya, so tuko number 1, 2, 3. Tuko number 4. You have to give details of what will be done step by step. We will start here. We will do this. Then we'll do this. And after this, we'll do this. So you give details of what will be done step by step. You say tutaanzia hapa, tuende hapa, tumalizie hapa. And every proposal has to have an exit point. Every proposal, it has to have an exit point. Because, let me take an example. Yes, implementation plan. That's what we talk. So you give a details of what to be done. So you give an how you're going to implement from stage 1 to the last. I will take an example. During COVID, we came up with an organization called Reach to Her campaign. So what we were doing, we're just giving foodstuffs we were funded to support families for foodstuffs. Tunapeleka kwa familia, but our target was single mothers, widows and grandparents, because unapata most of the people walikosa job wakarudi home. So unapata grandparents or grandmama wako na all that. So at the end of the day we saw, ikupatiana food every month, someone asked, hujatuletea. So it was like, no, tukasema no, we need to rethink this thing because it's not sustainable. You know, hata kama ni grant, it's not sustainable. What if they find an alternative way of making money? We say, we shall be giving you, rather than giving you the food stuff, because we are giving sugar, mafuta, all that, baka kitunguu na nyanya, like it's something that is wholesome. So tukaona, if this money, if kama tunaweza leta watu to train, to also for them to get skills, for them to start businesses. And actually most women will benefit out of the program who are able to, right now we have 57 women. Saizi wanajua kutengeneza jik, wanajua kutengeneza softener, wanajua kutengeneza liquid soap, because unajua now we saw a gap, because watu walikuwa nasema watu wananawa mikono, but now, so hii sabuni we are selling it at a cheaper price. As we speak right now, they have a saving. Our mama wako na saving in that 7,000. Hiyo ni saving. So you see, that is a good exit plan. We started with giving them food, but where are they right now? They can also support their families, and they are not depending on us anymore. Tunapatana. So now it has to have an exit plan. And then number what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Your proposal has to tell a compelling story. A compelling, ili nyembako nasema, this one we need, this one we have to fund. You know, this one we have to fund. You see, like a compelling story. Hi Liz Labura. Yes, karibu sana. So now, I'll take an example. Unaona kama Kenya, right now where there is drought, ukiambia mtu, ngombe inauzwa 500, na ilikuwa inauzwa 350, that's a compelling story. Like, imefikia hapo, like, this is sad. We need to do something. So that's a compelling story. I'm just taking an example. Number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. It paints a very vivid picture. Inaleta picha ile yenye iko. Si ati dona akienda kwa ground vitu ni different. It paints a very vivid picture of what is going on. It paints a very vivid picture. Yani mtu akiona hiyo proposal anaona mali unaongelea. Hata yani I don't have to go there. It's as simple as that. It paints a good. Number 8. It flows and has continuity. It flows and has continuity. So not what nilikuwa nawaambia, sustainability is continuity. As in ile without that, pole sana. Shiko, it's okay. Kibocha, karibu sana, karibu sana. We are talking about grant application, and then also I'll be able to share places that you guys can apply for grants. There are many grants, but I'll share two for today, and then you'll go and check. Nilishare na Nyawesh mapema, so she's ahead of you. So no, easy grant amko peke yenu. Nyawere is ahead of you. Poleni. Hiyo ni nitagwa ukinipe channel. Those are the advantages you get. So I've said it flows and has continuity. And then number 9 is visually appealing. Yani vile usiandike proposal yako, I always use colors in explaining, conclusion. It's appealing. Usiweke tu black and white hivyo. Uweke hata the way umeandika hapo mbele, hizo graphics zenye umetumia hapo mbele mpaka mtu anasema ala, hii proposal hata zinaweza taka kuisoma ndani. It's so appealing. And the other one, number 10, it engages the reader. You see, like the way you used to write composition, mpaka kuna place teacher anaweka katik katikati ya hiyo composition ama insha. It engages mpaka mtu anaona umse anaongea kuhusu. Okay, number 7, aya. Okay, sawa. I said number 1, easy to understand. Number 2, it's clear. Number 3, doable. Is it doable? Number 4, it details of what will be done. Number 5, tells a compelling story. Number 6, paints a vivid picture. Number 7, flows and has continuity. Flows and tena nirudie tena. Number 6, paints a vivid picture. Hiyo ndo nilikuwa nasema. Ukiona hivi hiyo proposal unasema hii place inakaa hivi, I don't have to go there. So it paints a vivid picture. Number 8, flows and has continuity. Flows and has continuity. Number 9, visually appealing. So visually appealing niyo nimesema, you can use other colors, so that it's appealing. Useke dull colors, useke ma yellow hapo, useke ma colors zenye zileti shango, even na mbele. And then number 10, engages the reader. Number 11, provides a social proof. Hapa ndio it's another, nimemalizia nayo ndio for a specific reason. Provides a social proof. So this is what it means. When you say like you're providing a social proof, it means you've been doing something before the project or the grant application. That you say, this is what I used to do. So what the funding or what the grant is coming to do is coming to complement what you're doing. And it's not going to come and start what you're doing. Sijui kama tumeelewana. Haikuji kuanza kitu yenye umekuja kufanya. Ulianza, so hii grant inakusaidia uweze ukaweza kufanya program yako ama project yako in a big way. Mpaka hapo I hope tumeelewana. So I'm coming to the 5th step on what goes in a grant. So number 4, is it number 4? Yes, it should be number 4. 1, 2, yes. The step number 4, this is what goes into a good grant. And this is inakwaga universal. So number 1, what goes in a grant? a cover sheet and table of content. A sheet and a table of content. A cover sheet yenye nimewambia ikuwe na appealing, graphics zake zikuwe appealing. A cover sheet and table of content. That is page 1 can be the cover page, and then the other page is table of content. Then, so the other, number 2, it has to have an executive summary. That is 1 page. An executive summary that goes for 2 pages is disqualified. So it has to have 1 page, so that now they can understand who you are and what you do. And then statement of need. So what do you need? Tunataka tufanye nini? What do you want to do? Your statement of need. It has to be 2 pages at most, 2 pages. And then we have project description. So whatever project that you want to do, you describe it. Ndio maana nikasema it has to be understandable, step by, usiji confuse. So the project description is 3 pages. Sawa sawa. So number 5, budget is 1 page. So here I will say most of the funders, they would want you to do their budgets in dollars and not in Kenyan shillings. Most of the funding. So when you put it in dollars inakoga universal. So ukiweka into Kenyan shillings, you'll now start telling your funder at sasa I convert into dollars. Hiyo time hawana. So when you put in Kenyan shillings, hiyo umeondokewa. Hiyo amekuondokea na mapema. That's where it's another place that you fail. The 6th step, organization information. That is, it takes 1 page. So this is where you explain your mission, your vision, objective, what you guys are standing for. And this is why I told you guys, is your vision and goals and objective aligned to your funding on your funders organization objective of the other side? Using the top, yes, the top 3 trading currency depending on the funder countries. Yes. So, and then conclusion is 2 paragraphs. Number 5 is budget. Number 1 is cover sheet and table of content. That is number 1. Number 2, executive summary. It's 1 page. Number 3, statement of need, 2 pages. Number 4 is project description. Those are 3 pages. Number 5 is budget, 1 page. Number 6 is organization information, 1 page. Conclusion, 2 pages. Actually, not even 2 pages, it's 2 paragraphs. Conclusion, just do 2 paragraphs. For me, let me just give you what I do. Conclusion, tusongea mambo mingi, 2 paragraphs only. 2 paragraphs. That is the standard. 2 paragraphs and you're done. Then conclusion, now when you do like zile appendix, is now saying the words that you use. Okay. What do you want me to do, Ben? Oh, so yeah, okay, yeah, I remember. So now, so this is what I'll tell people. Does anybody here a question? Do you know that there's a difference between a program and a project? Well, number 3, statement of need. You describe your need. Celine? Yes. Number 3 is statement of need. Haya, wacha nianze tena. Number 1, in what goes into a grant. Cover sheet and table of content. Hizo ni zile page ya kwanza, na ukiflip hivi side unapata table of content. Back to back, eh? Then executive summary is 1 page. So number 1 is cover sheet and table of content. Number 2, executive summary, it's 1 page. Number 3, statement of need, 2 pages. Number 4, project description, 3 pages. Number 5, budget, 1 page. Number 6, organization information, 1 page. Conclusion, 2 paragraphs. Thank you so much, Martin. So now tumemaliza, then huko kwingine ni appendix, hizo words zenye hizo jargon umetumia, ama you could be using probably like say I'm taking example like an HIV, just like HIV, what does it mean? PEP, what does it mean? So those are the last things that you do. Sawa sawa. Thank you so much, Celine, for writing our notes today. So now can someone akina mtu asigoogle? Ukigoogle ndajua. Sisi ni my expert. The other class tunajuaga ya Google. What is the difference between what I needed? Thank you so much, Teresila. Teriesila. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. And yes, thank you so much, Albert. Budget yako, actually, the best proposal hazikuwagi the exact budget. Most proposal. If you budget yako exceed even with $1, disqualified. The best proposal ni ile unafanyaga iko chini ya, let's say, if you can do less $2 or less $100, something ina na, let me tell you, there is a grant that tulirudishaga change. Tulirudishaga change, by the way. I'm telling you, until now, they are really waiting for us. They're really waiting. Wanatutafutaga sana when grant ikikam. Unajua nao walikuwa nangojea election ziishe. So I'm waiting for that grant application. Because tulirudisha change, by the way. We had to return the change. Yes, Celine. Let me tell you. As people answer this question, the difference between a program and a project. Let me tell you guys, the first grant application inakuwaga ni mtego. The first grant you're being given inakuwaga mtego. Inakuwaga mtego tena ile serious. So the moment ukionyesha you are trustworthy, they can even tell you like, hakuna grant ingine hapa, we chukweni hii pesa, mutafute what you can do if they trust you. So the first grant that you are given inakuwaga ni mtego. And if you fail in that mtego, sana in finances, and the other thing that I would also want, the other thing that goes into a grant, your evaluation strategy. Lazima mkuwe na evaluation. How do you evaluate your program? And reporting back. So, because hizo zote zinakuwaga kwa process ya apply the application guidelines. Yes. The program versus project. Na hapo ukizipata, when you get the difference between the two, you are home. Hata kuandika proposal inakuwa rahisi sana. So, yes, evaluations. But now the evaluation, kuna ile evaluation yenye wamekuambia this, because most of them, when they give you the grant, they'll also train you on how they do their report and how they do the evaluation. But it also in your grant, you need to show how you're going to evaluate. Thank you so much, Martin. Another person? So, what was I saying before Martin came in? So now, wakati unaandika grant zako, because this is free money and nobody can give you free money na hakufungi. Unaona? Because grant hawezi kufunga. When they give you grant, they can't jail you because it's free money anyway. But you know what most of the nini wanafanya? Most of the people who give grants, this is what they do. This is what they do. Most of the people who give grants. If you fail in accountability of their funding, they blacklist you and send that email to the rest of the funders.
Wow.
Yes. Hapo ndo utaona una apply, you don't get response. You don't know why, because ulifanya project ya watu, mkakula pesa, mkagawana pesa, na hiyo story ikaishia hapo. So I'm giving people secrets on how, when you write a grant and when you are being told to do a good grant, please make sure usiende by the way, the best strategy that you can do when you're being given grants, warudishie mpaka change, uonyeshe unaweza fanya bila pesa yao kidogo. They'll be shocked like, what? Mpaka alirudisha change, this guy we can trust, or this organization we can trust it. If they do the second one, you being given a grant by another person, what it does, it builds your grant or funders base. Everybody will want to work with you because you implement the projects and you give them report. So most unapataga, why unaona kwanza kama story kama za Global Fund, because I've been involved on Global Fund things. And let me tell you guys, one of the things that they know about Kenyans, when we write grants, when we do write grants, this is what they do. This is what they do. And most of us hatujuagi. Wakati umeandika project yako.
Oh, wow. Acha nimtafute tena. We lost him. Let me get him here. Sorry for that. Welcome back. Salsa, sorry for that.
Okay. Sorry. Mtu anasema sorini. Okay. What was I saying before? So now when you return back, ndo nasema ya kwanza na ya pili, hata warudishie change. Show them that you can be trusted. And the moment when you are reporting back, the other strategy that I would want when you're doing your grant, make sure wakati umesema, when they tell you the report date is this date, make sure you do the reports and make sure your report has also photos. Photos are evidence. Photos, guys, and actually if you can go ahead and do videos, your project, they would want to fund you again